What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Tilt City here at the FSI DFS YouTube channel. We took a week off last week. I kind of wish we would have done last week because the only reason I played this weekend was because I didn't play last weekend and we didn't do a show, or I did play last weekend. We didn't do a show last weekend. I wanted to make some content.
Yeah.
And moral of the story just up front is, if you're playing for that reason, maybe don't play your whole allowance on your bankroll. Anyway, I'm Alex Super. This is Tom Stoss, and I think I already made clear what the answer is for me, but what's sending you to Tilt City this weekend?
Tell me if you heard this one, but it's this freaking weather in Ohio here.
Wow.
We're just going. It's springtime, and if you know what that means, you know that it means going back and forth. And I just want warm. It was warm briefly over the week, and I just want that back. We'll get there eventually. But no, but you. So are you tilting more about? Is it just international play that you had to stake this on, or is it more of like the loss in general? Because
you want me
there's something about these games, these international games, that it just blows everything up for me.
I mean, I think not necessarily having a great hold on, the different managers and how they're going to play certain guys relative to their club, I think has much to do about it. I don't know. I guess we'll kind of get into it. I don't know specifically what it was that sent me there, but sure. Yeah, that was a pretty harsh negative this weekend. I did better in the showdowns, but I think I was down about $200-300, which is 10%, I think, of my bankroll. So it just wasn't fun. I didn't really know what I was doing. At least it felt like, I know what I'm doing, but the way that I was coming up with builds wasn't as intuitive because normally, I don't know, when I'm approaching games and it's minus 5,000 favorites and stuff, I think I get a little wacky and prepare just for only 5-0 and don't really consider anything in between. So let's start with Saturday. We already talked about this. I didn't play the late slate yesterday. So we'll start with the early one. It was Netherlands beating up on Latvia. Again, this was a negative 5,000.
Yeah, one you script for 5-0, and it's still
right.
just a solid 2-0 game. A lot of stacks have turned out. Especially if you you stack City a lot of times. So sometimes it's just a 2-0 game. Yeah.
But I think it happens more often where you give 5-0 with the club than you do with internationals. Especially in European qualifying, this actually meant something and the playing field was a little more level. But I can tell myself all of that in retrospect, but minus 5,000 odds. And that's to win. That's not to go out and win 5-0. It kind of implies it, but it doesn't, Right. So, all of my builds were some pretty heavy Netherlands stacks, and it was the guys up front that scored. So, Berghuis gets the first one from Clausen, who's playing kind of a 9, playing that attacking midfield. I didn't get to any of him because he's generally ass, and he was for Everton, and I guess he was really good when he was with Ajax, but okay. I don't know how long ago. I don't remember how long ago that was. And then Luke de Jong, who I got to a decent amount, is kind of the pivot off of Berghuis from Depay, which was great. All right, now's the tough part. Again, you weren't playing anyone from Latvia in cash or on purpose.
No,
necessarily. Set taker maybe, who I couldn't tell you who it is.
Yeah, so, that's a lot of fun with this. Is do I even bother? And
it's worthless. It's if they're 3,000 or 3,400, it's better than a lot of other spots. But if I don't know if they're as likely to score. I'm really close to my camera this time.
You're getting into it. It's fine. Yeah,
I'm upset. That's what happens when I get this upset. All right, so Croatia and Cyprus. Cyprus is actually not horrible.
Oh, okay. See, I never know. I had a feeling it was we'll look at Turkey in a little bit here. I thought they were
thank you for telling me because I forgot.
Good,
right?
But, they you never know when being as casual as I am, I sometimes just miss it completely that a team is okay.
Yeah, but like
not a
again,
pushover.
it wasn't a matter of like, oh, I'm shifting things. Plus 2,200. I mean, still like,
Yeah.
just because I say they're all right, I'm just kind of speaking relative to the line here. So Pasalic, sure I goofed that up. Where was he? So yeah, he was up front. I played a lot of Perisic, or a decent amount of Perisic. One Bracalo. Most of these guys punted to Coletta Carr quite a bit because he's 2,600 in scores. Got to some Lovren, and I got to some Budimir, and he didn't do anything. So
Did you get I don't even know that guy's name. Versalico. I'm gonna say down at the bottom there.
Versalco,
Versalco.
that's what I'm putting on it. I think I got to him in like one or two spots.
Yeah,
not a ton.
He was all right.
Generally, so I think generally what happens for me in these international sites is I start going to the same guys like overwhelmingly, and I don't pivot at all. I'm pivoting off like one, two guys and just hoping the rest of them push. So if they don't go off, then they don't go off. So I didn't get to any Turkey. So obviously that's kind of like, I don't think I had one Turkish player in any of my lineups. I'm limited to like 10 in these, not 20 like normal, which is fine because I'm not like putting a ton of thought into it. But this is definitely one that I should have looked at. Again, in hindsight, I should have looked at and been like, I don't think the odds are right here. Like Finland, like what are they? Or Norway, rather, the Scandinavian country X, are they really that good? It applies to all of them.
Like, yeah, you get stuck on Holland there,
right? You got Holland.
Some other names you recognize, and it's like, oh yeah, they should be fine, and it's not always like that. And as it turned out.
And I stacked Odegaard with Holland. Holland didn't do anything, so I was already up against it. I got to some Ryerson. Turkey again. I didn't get to anyone even after Yilmaz went off a couple of days ago. What was it, Thursday or Friday? Yazici's been great. Kalinagu's great. I tried to get to some Soyuncu and I didn't get there either. I know you did, but yeah, too fun with two. Cal and Yazici, if you got to them at all, at least you got an assist out of it. And if you could find a way to punt to Kaglar, then you did something. Mm-hmm. And that's what you did, right?
That was that saved me a lot. Going the Turkish keeper too helped me a lot. Even though he didn't get a lot of work, he got the win in the sheet, so that's great. I actually almost everyone that did score was someone that I was kicking around and I moved off of. Not Tufen, which would have been crazy, but like I think Yaziki and Turkey, man, these names. Kalinoglu. There it is. Sure.
I think that's pretty close.
I was on and off him a couple of times, but like I had Soyuncu all over the place, and I was he came through for me.
I punt to him often as a defender. He scored, relative to other center backs, he scores a decent amount, and then his price goes up, and I keep playing him for some reason. Kalinoglu. He's quite good. He's gonna move here soon, but all right, let's take a look. So here's my best lineup. I got the defied Berghuis and De Jong with Tim Krul. So I caught all of that Netherlands action, but didn't really get much else. De Ligt was actually pretty good. But yeah, Bracalo didn't give me anything. This was just I don't even remember if he was a set taker. He was my third team, basically. Just tossed to him. Coletta Carr. Okay. Coletta Carr gets 2 points because did he not go 60?
Oh no!
Oh, I gotta check that out. When did he come off? He must have.
You lazy! Oh my! Wait, what?
Why did I? Do I have to file an appeal? He played the whole time. Where are my 3 points? I could have.
Oh, he's got the sheet there. The yellow card took him down.
Oh, I didn't. All right. Phew. I was gonna say I could see someone getting 2 points with a sheet, but I didn't see the CS. Started tilting. My reflex is just to tilt after this weekend, so I'm trying to be oppressed in some way, shape, or form.
No, man. Just let's be rational about this. It happens.
All right. So let's see. Instead of this was just the same thing, except I went Modric, Perisic, trying to get a little more Croatia, but I lost the De Jong. Down we go. Yeah, so I did a lot of Depay, Berghuis, De Jong, and that worked out because, again, he stayed up front. 2 passes, nice. I assume he got a save, and that just doesn't show up for some reason. Dumfries was fine. Brozovic didn't get to where I wanted. Bracalo was too highly owned. So, yeah, so again, like I'm not making big changes in all of these. So we're getting down here. I'm not even making money on these. Got cruel, got yeah. See, not a whole lot to break down. It's just kind of the same 1-2, and I pivoted off of that. Let's see who Foo Fighters
Wow.
running the train up top.
Oh, good job. Good call.
All right, so who do you think he faded? Do you think he faded Bergheist? Do you think he faded DeFi? It seems just based on scores that you probably had to fade Bergheist. That or you just caught everyone, and he probably had both in a lot of turkey.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I guess I would say Depay just consider like based on the price, but I don't. Yeah.
So who else scored on this slate? It was
because Depay pulled in a lot. Maybe not. Yeah. Who? Yeah. Let's see.
I just want to figure out if you could get all of them.
Oh, sure.
Like you could realistically go. I just want to do this before we actually look because he cleared Chico.
He probably had Tufan. Yeah.
I'm sure he had Tufan. I would guess he had Depay. I would guess he had Bergheist. Maybe Yazici, definitely Soyuncu, and who had then the Turkish keeper.
Yeah, right.
I'm trying to think of who we're missing.
He wasn't cheap, but he wasn't expensive, so I guess that could work out. Yeah, who?
Should I
don't know. I know how Pasalic. I doubt it was him that was pulling it. So
all right, here we go.
Let's go for it. Yeah. Oh, so Luke de Jong. Okay, duh. Yeah.
Pasalic in both Netherlands. Okay.
Oh, there he is.
He didn't even have Tufan.
Okay. All right. Well, that'll do it.
Yeah. So you got to Pasalic at 5,000, which that's just a matter, I think, of picking the right midfielder. Because the rest, I mean, it's a full Netherlands stack. So you can choose a decent punt and whatever. Okay. All right. Nice. Let's look at the shark though, because Pacheco's fantastic. Netherlands full stack, same idea here. Got the keeper, and okay. So no Tufan even at the top.
Yeah, here. Wow. I'm kind of surprised. I mean, maybe he was. He couldn't have been pricey. Maybe he was.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen him yet. Maybe just no one had him. I mean, because you're thinking underdog on the game with the lowest total, I imagine. Right. So I bet his ownership wasn't great. So here's our guy. Go ahead.
Tufan's 5,600, which is I really can't believe I'm not seeing that. But there's other ways to go, and hey, they got there, man.
So Deke went Croatian keeper. Went that big stack up front with Modric, Window. I mean, yeah. So I mean, like this wasn't a perplexing slate. It was just a matter of getting the right Netherlands guys, because you do this stack and you find the other way. Like this stack, Tufan instead of Modric and Soyuncu and one of the clean sheets, and I mean that dominates a lot of these scores. Did any of these guys get Tufan? No. No. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
He kind of like, well, I guess the thing at 30 points is nothing to shake your head at, but like, I don't know. There's other ways to get there.
Right. I just want to know what his ownership was.
Yeah.
Like someone's got to be up here because they had him. There he is. 3.4.
Yeah.
So this was a turkey stack and just barely any. And you get the Netherlands guy you know you're going to need. You stack Turkey as a differential, and you play for the Cyprus getting cheated to get all the defenders, Croatia and the keeper. That's sure. I get that lineup. That makes sense.
That'll do it, man.
Yoda pet costume is pretty good. So, all right. So that's all I think we need to look at here. Before we go to so you had this late slate. I didn't play it, so you're gonna have to remind me even who was on the slate. I know Serbia, Portugal was. So you get Jota, one from Bernardo. Mitrovic comes back. These are all guys you would have. The God, Filip Kostic puts one in. I don't know Radonjic.
Sure.
Do you know if he was a set taker? I didn't even look at the lineups.
This one is going to be kind of funny to go through because this is one that like I lost. I didn't get the core between the two games.
Oh, okay.
So I was flying pretty blind in terms of like sets and whatnot.
Yeah, you had a Discord issue.
Yeah. Which I'll sort that. I gotta sort that out if I'm gonna keep doing this. Although I guess it should be over. But yeah.
Wait, was he a sub?
Oh,
Radonjic? When did he come on? Yeah, he came on
Oh
in the
wow.
46th minute. So two sub assists. So yeah,
Okay.
Jota, and then I don't know how many people got the Kostic here, but he's a god for Frankfurt. So okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
Who else was on this slate?
Ireland, Luxembourg, next one up.
Oh, really? Oh, and
Yeah.
Luxembourg got the win.
Yeah. Yeah.
For
Which.
our boy Troy Parrott, Gershon Rodriguez. If you didn't have him in your lineup, then what were you doing? Let's have a look at this Ireland lineup.
I think I probably got carried. If anything got me through, is Luxembourg's keeper because he worked his ass off and
nice.
Through with the,
oh yeah, how many points did he put up?
18.58.
3 saves
for 3,900.
That a boy.
Like that.
Yeah. I see. I did a lot of paying up at keeper this weekend because you have such big favorites, and like in cash games, if you don't have the right keeper, like you generally lose these. I've found. I don't think there are a lot. The dude who just faced Germany from Romania put up like 12 or 14 for me, and then apparently the dude from Luxembourg. But otherwise, like you don't get as many of those guys. I don't think because they're so overmatched. Teams who take 5 shots score 4 of them or whatever. So
yeah.
Okay.
It's not always you see someone just like firing away and they don't score. Usually they score and they like, they can take a break because they know they got other game like stuff coming up, or they don't go full bore.
Right.
Quite as much.
Oh, Russia Slovenia was on the slate, right?
Maybe no.
I think it was on the early slate yesterday. Oh no! It was a showdown. It was an early showdown. Okay. See, I'm a mess. Was anything else on that second slate, or was that a 2-gamer?
I think it was a 2-gamer. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You want to go and take it over?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Like I said, this is going to be. It might take a second for me to remember where I was on this one, just because it was so weird and I was kind of flying blind.
I mean, I imagine you stacked the favorites.
Yeah. This is my cashed one, and I cashed on it. Like I said, I don't know if was Bruno taking sets for Portugal. I don't know who was. That's something I still haven't figured out. I just sort of assumed and was like, I'm my day. I'm just gonna do something else with my day now.
I'm gonna look on my end just at their lineup and guess.
Okay. Yeah. This was. I think everything I did on this was basically like I'm just hopefully gonna cross my fingers on the Ronaldo fade. And this is one of those days where it paid off.
It's been doing
it. Seems like there's more than often than not that it does pay off.
So Bernardo took 3 crosses. That's one guess. Jota had 2. Fernandez had 3. And then maybe Oliveira 1. Suarez crosses a lot. It could have been literally anyone. I mean, I could see Ronaldo taking set pieces near the goal. I could see crosses from. I would have guessed Silva. I would have guessed Bernardo Silva or Bruno.
Okay, 73. See, this is looking at mine. I was mostly confused as to how it worked, but looking at like how much of a spread Ronaldo got here, almost 75%.
Is this a cash game?
This is a cash game.
And you faded Ronaldo in cash. I don't mind it. I think he's so price prohibitive, and I don't think he does enough. I don't think he does enough of the floor stuff anymore. Like I just don't. I don't see it happening a ton, and I probably sound like an idiot for saying that, but like I don't hate it. I really don't hate it. I don't remember what the price. See, like I would much rather play Tadic at 10-5 than Ronaldo, even at 11-1 or whatever it was, because I know Tadic is going to take sets, and like if Ronaldo drops 2 on you, you're done.
Mm-hmm.
You know that going in, but like I don't hate it. I'm not going to kill anyone for fading Ronaldo at that price. Messi, different story. De Bruyne, different story. Yes. Bruno for United, different story. It's just Ronaldo. I don't think takes a whole lot of sets, so I don't.
And there's like a lot going on around him too. It doesn't even have to be him anymore if he doesn't. If that's how it's going to be. So, and that's what happened.
Yeah, I don't think he's that great.
No, right. Anymore. Well, that makes it easy that he does whiff so much. Yeah, right. Yeah, of course.
He's probably still a top 5 player in the world. I just don't think he's
for this. It's a different story these days.
Yeah. Can you look at Jack Graves, one of our FSI?
Oh yeah, here we go.
He was on a heater this weekend.
Nice. Okay, he did. He got Ronaldo in.
So Jota makes 4.3% owned in cash. That'll put you up top. Yeah, see, so you see how many of these are in the 50 to 70 range.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing, my guess is that the
Wow,
core
look at
was,
that drop off. Yeah,
yeah,
wow.
yeah, well, yeah, 4.3 from Jota. My
Jota,
guess,
yeah.
my guess is the core was Ronaldo, Bruno, and looking at Brown's ownership, maybe him. But I'm trying to think of what Gator might say, and, or Storm, either one of them. Look at Junior really quick.
Sure. So he got. Oh no! Wow, it's so funny looking at these where Jota is and isn't.
So if you look down there, Narikov and Tendrils, both FSI guys.
Yeah.
So I
I
see.
thought
So
about
Brown, it
putting
must have been Brown. Brown must have been the other core because it's
Okay.
Fernandez, Brown, and Ronaldo. And then Storm had the same lineup. Anyone else below them? Mookie, Supreme Kai, Brown, Ronaldo. Okay. So we solved that. So you faded Ronaldo and you passed a bunch of people because of it. And that's what happens when you fade someone who's 74% owned and he puts up 7.6 at 11-1. 11-6.
The keeper came through for me here too. I think that put me ahead of a lot of these guys because otherwise it's still been Tadic looked good enough, but like I didn't have Jota here. And so it's just sort of like, I just needed to get a solid 15 points ahead. And that did it.
So Tadic wasn't core, and you made that swap with Ronaldo, and Tadic actually had a floor game.
Right.
Surprise. And so, I mean, like you got the assist out of Silva, so that pushed you. That really didn't make a difference because you're still sitting at like 61 without it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true.
Bruno was fine. Pereira at 37, I think, was a smart move for cash. That's a good price to play. Suarez usually crosses way more.
Right.
I want to play. I want to make fun of you for playing Matt Doherty, but I think a lot of people did. 52%. He sucks.
I know, man.
He's horrible.
I was like, maybe playing for country, he'll shine there.
He is better. He is better for that. He's an attacking right wing.
Right. Yeah. I thought he would at least be that there would be an attack out of him, and boy, there wasn't. Jesus.
No.
And
way to go, Ireland.
Yeah, I like I said, man, I can't even explain to you really why Pereira. I was just like, I made it work. Let's just move on now.
You went to Portugal. That's fine.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, right.
Like,
I guess I was just picking up.
He's a holding mid, but he's a damn good one, and that's a good punt price. I mean, he's the cheapest guy on there. All right, let's look at your quarter. Yeah.
Take a look at. Yeah, let me look at the quarter ones here.
So that's your same.
This is my best. This is my best one because I did have Jota in there. I could have sworn I had one with Jota and Silva, but I don't think I did. Yeah, that'll happen. Yeah, I guess just having Jota. This is what put this one. Not that I knocked it out of the park, but yeah.
Yeah, it just made a difference. 34 is fine. What do you got under there at 82?
I think probably. Oh, hey, Ronaldo. There he is. Okay. Yeah.
So that's the same thing. Okay. Cash, I imagine.
I was just with these I was like I thought it was either be Jota or Silva, and with the price was close enough that I could go one or the other.
I try. See, that's that double striker. It's the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
If I ever think it is going to be one or the other, I try to get one with.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's prohibitive because of the amount of entries.
Yeah, I guess I would still want Tadic in there, but I won't necessarily need it.
Right. Yeah, you would have had to fade Bruno to get to that.
Yeah, which could have been done. I mean, he didn't have the knockout game. I don't have to pick up, I don't know, whoever else.
Yeah, I mean, he and Ronaldo combined was less than Silva. You got it all. But comparing it to Tadic, like weren't much more than Tadic, and he actually had the floor game. So
yes, let's take.
I like that you just went to Morris and all of them.
Yeah, like I said, man, I was not thinking.
That's fine though. Like I don't think you need to think that one through.
The pricing was tough on this one. The Portugal guys were like, it was hard to like get in as much as you needed there. So
that's how you
was just like, I'm gonna go cheap at goal, and I'm not gonna think about it unless I do find like 500, which I mean, thank God I didn't.
That's what you should be doing. So that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Who hit the nuts on this one? Yeah. See, clear by 6. Even Tadic, Jota, Kostic, Silva.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
He
But
just got
you said he didn't start, right?
no, he did.
Oh, he did. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Only 7.2%. That's nuts.
Yeah, man.
These people don't play Bundesliga.
Okay. Yeah. 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 He's pricey though. Yeah. Right. Between those two, yeah, you'll go to one of the Portugal guys before you go to him.
So this is just a perfect game stack. He went, he game stacked that game. He hit them all on the head. He got the keeper.
Yeah.
That's GPP, baby.
That'll do it, man. Yeah.
Two-game slate.
Fourth lineup out of him. I don't know how many he had, but
on a two-game slate, like you don't need as much variance in your lineups. On an 8-game slate, like you got to be kind of wild to win. But
yeah, I kind of like a 2-gamer. Yeah, just yeah, you can really like you don't have to like, sort of make up for a team that you left behind because you were focused on one sort of thing. There's just the two of them, and then mix and match. It's a little more boring, but it can if it works really well.
I think you've said that exact same thing about 2-game slates before, but you're right.
I love them. Yeah, I stand them. I'm a stand for them.
All right. I'm glad you like them because I don't know that I did much. All right, let's move on to today. Right. Not that it was much better for me. I don't know that it was better.
Oh no. This was I had I did like the same quarter setup where I threw 4 in and I was like, oh no, I got a bad feeling. I'm definitely not paying attention.
All right, so I'll kill this one really quick. Oh god, yeah, there's one part here. Let's just get to it. So this was a 3-gamer. What was the third one? Armenia, Iceland. Yeah, great. That was fun. Okay, so had a lot of Llorente. He did nothing. Of course, Georgia scores first. If you didn't have Kvicha, Kvaratskhelia. That's what I'm going with. Yeah. I had some Torres, Jordi Alba with a double assist. There was your, if you went off of Luke Shaw, he still could have got you there. Danny Olmo hit a freaking cracker from almost midfield to give him the win over Georgia. Thank God. Where are we at? Albania, England. This was Kane, Mount from Kane. These were the usual suspects. Not Foden. There's kind of a question of whether or not you wanted Foden or Mount. If you're playing GPP, you probably should have had both. And yeah, this one was predictable. You definitely needed a lot of hope on this slate. Although you probably needed to pay down, which my dumbass didn't. And then you get an Armenia 2-0 win, which it doesn't matter if you have Tigran Barsekian with his goal and his assist.
Oh yeah, good on him, man.
Because you can get that keeper for 3,600 or whatever and win. So the big thing that killed me is I had 100% of Brian Gill, and he went off at halftime. So yeah, I had a rough one, and I played a lot of Showdown. I didn't play a lot of Showdown. I tried to get a bunch of entries into the big Showdown slate, just capping Nick Pope, and just tried to find the goals everywhere else, hoping I could get like a 3-0, 4-0. And it filled when I was going to hit my 5th one. So I didn't get the Kane Shaw with. Oh man. So yeah, it was today sucked. So yeah, Gill got me 1.6 points. I got Kane. I got the Torres goal. I got Pope. Sigurdsson started. Did literally nothing apparently.
Wow. Good on you, man. That's
different Sigurdsson, not Gilby.
Right.
But still. Georgia scored, so I didn't get my planned clean sheets here. Pedri was whatever. Not much of a floor game out of him despite sets. Gil killed me. So like if this is my best one, you can kind of guess what else happened. I mean, oh, Davis Maddock running trains. Davis is a good dude.
I completely forgot about this, like how this whole thing looked almost immediately. I kind of had a busy morning though, so yeah, I was like, once I saw this was another one. I think maybe even more so than Portugal. The England pricing was really, really tough to work through.
Yeah, it was.
Luke Shaw was like over 7,000. Like I don't know what am I gonna do? The answer is Armenia.
I just found myself punting defender a ton here because I thought I could get a lot of goals, and There weren't a ton. I don't know why I clicked that, dude. Yeah, so I mean, like, if you're seeing my lineups, yeah, look how bad these are. Holy cow! Like when I didn't get Murata, and I had a lot of Unai Simon. So yeah, this was one to forget for me. Let's go all clear by 11 points at the top. So he nailed it.
Yeah, let's see.
With
yeah,
Gil.
With Gil. Oh, see. Oh, that. Oh,
Because
I'm sorry, man.
He got Barsiganian.
Yeah. Okay. Oh man.
Yurchenko. Yeah, the Armenia stack. He got the goal from Armenia and Georgia. That's how you win an international slate.
That's GPPs, baby.
Yeah.
Wow. Good on you, man.
It's like, let's toss this Cyprus stack out there and let's ride. Yeah, I mean, that's how you won this one. I don't see anyone else I know, which, I mean, that happens when Georgia scores and Armenia wins 2-0. I think Armenia was favored.
I had no idea. Yeah, I wasn't. That's how much I wasn't even looking at this. I didn't even look at odds. One of those days.
Okay, no, they weren't, but they weren't a big dog. So
Yeah,
I shouldn't be surprised. But everyone's like, Iceland. I remember the Viking clap from the Euros, and
well, they've cut. I think they had a good run. I swear they had some good productive days like last set of international stuff. Maybe I'm making that up. Maybe I just like Siggy too much.
They've been plummeting in the like every time I look at their odds, they're down further and further and further. So
maybe I'm just thinking of the Euros from like 2020 whatever 2015 or whatever that was.
Yeah, so long ago.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the last part. This was just a horrible weekend. I did all right. So this was the tiltiest slate, I think, for me because I was actually winning. It's also the most recent, which is another bias that I can succumb to. Tilt recency bias. I was getting a lot of stuff that I needed, and then like random stuff took me down. So Bulgaria, Italy. I had some Bellotti. I had some Insigne. Locatelli was a sub. I had plenty of Donnarumma, the keeper. So I was fine. I did a lot of pairing of Insigne and Chiesa. Chiesa didn't do anything. He came out early. So that was the killer for me. I think I had more Chiesa than I had of anyone at Italy. Ukraine, Finland, I'll save for last because that was the one that hurt me, and I want to be mad. This was great for me because I had the Romanian keeper quite a bit.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't have a ton of Gnabry. I didn't have a ton of Havertz, but I had some of them. I had Kimmich. Kimmich was great as always because he rules. I did a lot of stacking of, let's see. I stacked a lot of Goretzka, Gundogan, and Havertz because they were all like midfield only, and I thought that would get me some unique builds. So I got the Havertz assist on the one, but I doubt I had Gnabry in those, and then I didn't get much from Gundogan and Goretzka. And I think that forced me to fade Kimmich in a lot, so that didn't help me. So, but the thing was, the only lineup I had Gnabry. I also had the Romanian keeper. No, I didn't. I take it back. I had him in a Ukraine stack. With Malinovsky, who was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
This didn't matter to me because their floors were so good. But I had like Zinchenko.
Yeah.
I had Bushchin.
Oh, okay.
And it went from 1-0 to red card, immediate Pookie goal, which I assume was on a penalty from the red card. But so I lost the clean sheet for everyone. And then I think it was actually Jen Kurd who was in the FSI chat. I think he took me down because he had Pookie. So it was just one of those. I don't think I skipped one, but yeah. So Malinovsky was in the core. He was fantastic.
But... Can you go back to Germany real quick? Can you just pull up their lineup there?
Yes.
On that? Because they're tricky to me. Who do you think is like a priority guy on them, or a couple priority guys? Is Kim Roque right? Yeah.
Always.
Right. Yeah.
7,700 a defender. Like you don't even think about it.
Is Goretzka more of like a wild card with them? For some reason, in my mind, he is like a key guy to have. I think he's probably just burned me a couple times.
So the thing about Leon Goretzka is his FIFA Ultimate Card team, or Ultimate Team cards rather, are insanely good. They're
Okay.
stacked. He's
Okay.
like a Superman, but like so even on Bayern, like they have all this attacking up front, and he kind of sits back, but he'll always sneak up for a goal. For Germany, he's not. I don't think he's too much a part of the attack.
Okay. Okay. I think I am getting my wires crossed with him and Bayern. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the problem with some of these guys. Like I,
yeah. I
it,
don't ever remember.
and it's also Gnabry too, because I usually don't favor him quite as much for whatever reason when I'm
Oh,
doing Bayern stuff. So
yeah. See, I always do, and I didn't today.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I think the other guy here is Sane because he's on sets, but like Kimmich
Okay.
is the guy.
Yeah.
So
All
all
right.
right, let's take a look. So yeah, the Insigne Chiesa. Here's my Romanian keeper. I double punted for Finland, thinking that they might get a clean sheet. I was wrong. Sensi was core, Malinowski was core. So yeah, it was basically these two and Kimmich, and then figure out forward. So I
How would you
bet
like to be a guy named O'Shaughnessy and you're a Finland national?
it's a little wild to me.
I guess you could just be an Irish immigrant, like whatever, but like
Right.
it's a very Irish name.
Well, Che Adams today played for Scotland, and
Oh,
I don't know that he's cup tied anywhere.
get out of here. Yeah, you go to Scotland then.
Just went a little north. All right, so let's see. Was this different? Yeah, this was my first lineup.
Okay.
I don't know how I wound up with a Ukraine stack with my first lineup, but it wasn't bad. It would have been so much better. So like, let's pretend that Finland goal never happens. That's +3 here.
Yeah.
That's +16 overall here. So I'm looking at 20, so like 98. Yeah.
If you just punt the damn keeper, man. Punt it down.
I know. It's that same thing I always say, like you don't have to play the keeper of the team you're stacking. There is no correlation. Other than the win and the clean sheet if you get it, but like
That guy's the Romanian guy's day is easily a negative day if some of those shots go in. Well, maybe not a negative.
yeah.
Day, it could be. Yeah, I know, obviously, yeah, but like I don't know. It could have gone one way or the other. Unless that guy's a freak, then like whatever, cool. Like I'll keep my eye on him.
Right. No, but Bushchan is. That's why I went there. He's good.
Okay.
He's very good.
Okay. All right.
He would show up for teams, and I forget who he plays for. I want to say he plays for Ludogorets in Ukraine. I'm going to figure that out really quick just while we're here, because if you're watching, still you care about this sort of thing.
Thanks.
Who were we talking about?
You're talking about Bushchan.
Bushchan. Yeah, I want to say he's with Ludogorets.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, he's with Dinamo. But yeah, they'll show up in Europa League, and I want to see his Europa League ratings. Really? That's surprising. I feel like recently it was some.
He's got a good amount of sheets there, though. I mean, like, well, maybe not. Yeah.
It was one. Maybe it was European qualifying before or something. Like he was just going off every weekend. I don't have to defend myself.
No.
He was really good. But all right,
I guess the question, the thing really is like, is Finland gonna like get lucky and like knock one in, or are they gonna fire and he'll get his saves? And
yeah, I was playing for a more even game,
right.
and a sheet because I didn't believe in Finland, and they got a 90th minute penalty on a red card. So let's see. Yeah, see, so this was the opposite. So like I paid up at keeper when I shouldn't have, and I didn't pay up most of the time, even though I got the pay down guy right here. But like, so you get the goal. We had the same idea here. You get the assist to the goal. You get the goal. You get the Karavev. You get an assist there, right?
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know. Zukov was a great punt. I can't believe he was only 16% owned.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, this looks like a random assortment of guys.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of just thinking about. Like, the takeaway from this is Roll the dice.
It's my
roll
least
the
favorite.
dice.
It's my least favorite GBP build. Is just the like here are some dudes.
Yeah, unless you're really plugged into like European like the international play, then good
But
on
like
you.
when I look at this, I'm thinking, all right, so I'm placing a parlay bet that Gnabry scores from Havertz, Yaremchuk scores from Zubkov, Bellotti scores from Florenzi,
And this is first one, huh?
Germany. Maybe it's probably his only one.
Okay, I that's a funny way to. Okay, maybe I'll start throwing $1 at just the wildest one.
I'm not advising it. I'm just saying like this is how it looks. Yeah, I mean I don't see this guy again. What a great day that is when you play one 25-cent line and come out with 40. That what was 16x,
Good for you,
160x.
man. Hey, one day it'll be me, and it won't be the one, but I'll get there.
Yeah, like that's an assortment of guys, and he freaking nailed it.
Good on
Like
you, brother.
bang on. It's not
Oh,
the
this is.
nuts, but like it's pretty damn close.
Do you say this was the quarter one? Oh,
I think so.
this is a quarter. God, good
Oh
on you,
no,
man.
it's $1.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Everyone see,
Yeah.
I had the right punt forwards. I had Gill. It wasn't a punt. He wasn't a punt, but I had Yaremchuk, and he's in the same ones. I had Zubkov. I just didn't. I wasn't as dialed in. I just didn't get them ordered correctly, apparently, because these are all guys that I had. I had exposure to everyone here but Karavev, which is a big one at 15, 7% owned. Like that made the slate. Karavev's gonna be on the cover probably.
All right.
If I remember.
What did you happen to see how much Gil was owned here in this one?
It was last slate.
Oh, yeah, my bad. I'm not paying attention.
I'd have to go back to it. Although I
can't
probably
keep track
could.
anymore.
I could, but I could show everyone my search history, which I don't know what's in there.
Were you looking at Sensu there? Was there something about that, like low
7.6?
Yeah.
7.6 for the set taker for Italy.
Ah, I didn't know that.
Weird.
Maybe that's just it. Maybe people don't know it.
Those are the people who seem to win this weekend. I don't see a whole lot of names up at the top that I remember. Like, let's see how long it takes me to see a name that I actually recognize.
Oh, yeah. Wow, look at that.
This idiot. Did I already look at this one? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But, okay. There was the one with Patrick.
What?
Sorry to everyone here if I don't know who you are.
Yeah, these are
I'm
just
not like trying to crap on all of these people, but like
and maybe just names I see. Yeah, it's not
me again. Fletcher McTaggart, I know him.
Okay. Yeah, this is a real
Pence Dangle Sniper, I know him. Yeah, this is a who's who, huh?
Maybe there's a whole other community out there that has an entirely different read, and that's the one that won this time.
Young Bramson, very good. But we're in the 150s here. This jackass again. Another Italy pair. I got lucky here. Paired with Italy. Got him. Another one that would have been great with Ukraine getting that goal. All right. Anyway. So, yeah, you can see where my mind's at. You can see the state of things for me. But it was just, I wish we would have done this last weekend because I had a decent enough weekend in the showdowns, and we like could have taken a different approach, but
yeah. What were we talking about? How did that we're talking about like that Spurs showdown is what I think we were thinking of building around, or maybe it was another showdown, but
yeah, you're right.
It would have, I think it could have worked out a lot. Well, it would have been interesting to see how that would have played out. I think it was kind of a good game for it. I don't remember.
Villa, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the goals were well, anyway. Yeah.
I can't go back that far or else I would see. But yeah, I don't remember even what happened in that match. Kane, probably.
Let's just probably Kane was involved. Yeah, he usually gets involved.
They won 2-0?
Okay.
Kane got a penalty towards the end. The first goal was I don't know off the top of my head.
It was, let's see, I got it up here. Oh, Vinicius from Mora.
Ah, yes, the Brazilian connection.
Yeah, which probably would not have gotten there. Maybe it did at max entry at live. I probably would have done it at some point, but it would have been interesting as opposed to you go into it with chaos, you come out of it with chaos international play.
Realistically, because of the 2 forwards thing, I know I had a Vinicius cap with Kane. I did all right. I don't think I won it though. I don't think I had. I don't know. I would think I would have done better because like that's the sort of build that I'm on.
Yeah.
Vinicius, Kane, double forwards with a keeper. I probably just didn't have Lucas, and maybe that's why. Because I definitely was like full stacking Spurs because I'm dumb.
At least by now you can understand what you put in and you understand why it went wrong. It's not like you're looking at a bunch of like 12-point through 8-point guys and it's like, which is the right one to get here? And like, which guy from some Eastern Bloc country who I never heard of just knocked it in here.
That's why we do the show. But
no disrespect to Eastern Bloc countries, I should say. I can't pronounce. The names are harder. You're not like you're not in the English Premier League, so.
Also, we're both very much from that part of the world.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I really no. I no shade at all. You don't know me, and I don't know you. Yeah.
We're one and the same, except that we're American now. Currently.
We're not.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man. That's that. What Premier League do we have even coming up next weekend? Let's go to the tape. We're not going to have another week off, are we? All right.
Is it more qualifiers all during the week?
No, it's not. April 3rd. So that is Saturday. We're back with Chelsea West Brom. I get to wake up and stack Chelsea 20 times. That'll be fun. Ooh, here's the one that starts off next Saturday's Premier League slate. It's Leeds United and Sheffield United.
Let's get some really misguided lead stacks going, buddy. I will anyway.
It's not a bad idea though, because then you get Leicester and Manchester City, which City doesn't have anything to play for. Leicester does, but Manchester City is much better than Leicester, so that could easily be a 1-0 City. That could be 1-0 Leicester, and then the last game is Arsenal-Liverpool. So that could be a 4-4 game. That could be a 4-0 Liverpool game. That could be a 2-0 Arsenal game at this point. Honestly, looking at it, I think the lead stack's the way to go. Like you get De Bruyne. Maybe you take your Leicester, whoever ends up taking sets for them. So like Tielemans at 8,000, and then get one of your Liverpool guys, and then go crazy with Leeds. I mean, it's Sheffield.
Yeah, the Leeds loves to shoot, and Sheffield will let them. So yeah, that couldn't, unless they just are sleeping out there. I don't think that could go wrong. I like this preview that we got going on here. Just a quick scout. We'll let the pros take care of it later.
Right. Yeah, we don't say anything that's like binding, and you don't have to judge us because we have not looked at anything for the upcoming weekend. Sunday is going to be Southampton Burnley in the morning, which. That'll be a fun showdown slate at 7 in the morning. We're back at the 7 a.m. starts because the UK is back on daylight savings. They had a delay.
Oh, is that what's been going on? I thought that I was wondering about that. All the games were just later. And I was just like, so are they just not gonna? I didn't know how it worked. I didn't think of it then.
There's a couple week buffer between our daylight savings and theirs.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I just didn't even think about that.
So also that Sunday, leading off the slate, is going to be Spurs Newcastle. So that'll ruin your entire day, depending on how many Spurs you play.
It could just ruin my day if I don't play at all, and I see them like go to 1-1 against Newcastle or something.
Then you get Villa Fulham, which is going to be fun.
Okay.
And then the last one is United and Brighton.
I feel like this day is going to be hard to price out. I don't know. There's going to be a lot. Everyone's going to be up there of the ones you want to get. And
so You're not going to want any Newcastle. You're
No.
probably going to play some Harry against Newcastle.
Right.
Otherwise, like, do you pair him with Bale or Mora or who else? Like, you could play 2 to 3 Spurs there, probably too.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't love the idea of stacking United against Brighton.
No, I don't think you need to. No, the one I'm sweating about a little bit is not sweating about it because I'll be fine if I run him in GPPs. But Lookman, I think, could have a good day here. I just,
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
no, I'm with you. He's in great form too.
Yeah, so he's probably going to be really highly priced, which is the thing. That's what I'm thinking about. But.
Like this one in cash, like there's no one on Spurs that you need to have in cash, but you probably want Kane here. You're going to take Bruno, you're going to take Shaw, and if you can get to Lookman and still make a decent build, I say go for it. In cash, you could play Lookman over Kane, but if Kane scores, then he's probably going to be high enough owned that it's going to sink you.
Yeah.
So,
but again, you'll know why it happened. You'll know exactly what you did.
Right. For what it's worth, Jose Mourinho he has 9 wins, 3 draws, 0 losses against Steve Bruce. So,
okay, great.
Lock in your bets. Spurs win. I'm sure that's how it'll work.
You think I don't know if he's given up on, he must be playing for reputation still. Like he must still be like have some skin in the game.
What has he ever played for otherwise?
That's true. Maybe he's all right. They're just gonna run out the clock at Spurs. We'll see.
That's what he does. That's his whole game plan anyway. All right, man.
Yeah,
I look forward to that. I look forward to the Premier League again because like we just looked at that and we were like, I think I know what's going on. And I could have looked at this a couple of days ago and been like, I don't know who's going to start. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
I don't know which Georgian is going to score. I don't know which. I would have guessed the Armenian to score would be Henrik Mkhitaryan because he's the only one that I know, and he didn't play. So just I like less unknown.
Yeah, let's no more of that. Let's get that out of here.
If I'm gonna play international break slates, I want it to be 2 teams where I know the entire 11 and think like there's no way this is a 5-0 game, because then you're essentially playing city roulette on 4 different matches and trying to fit it into the same classic slate, and I hate it. Okay. While I've won $1,000 on a classic slate before, a lot of the others for international breaks have been bad. So I look forward to the return of the Premier League, especially because we know that we're going to do a show, and I don't have to force myself into playing a bunch based on some matches that I don't know about. So, all right, dude.
Looking forward to it, dude. Let's get to it.
Yep. We'll see everyone else in a week. Hopefully, it will be a little cheerier. Not that we were terribly down today, but
I feel okay. You sometimes you look in the abyss and it stares back. You say, "What's up? How's it going, abyss? I'll see you later. I'm gonna, take it easy for another time."
I haven't been in the abyss in a while, and I think that's why I'm so pissy about it. I've been hot, so I got to. I think the last 2 weeks of Premier League coming into the international slate, I hit new high water marks in my bankroll. And then now I'm like under 3,000 again. It was such a big deal to get to 3,000. I was like, I've never seen this number before other than when I hit it big, and I'm here. And I sat there for a while because I wasn't playing every day I logged in to get my crowns from DraftKings, and it was still there. And now I'm at like 28. And I'm like, we're back here again, huh? So it's not a big deal. I'm still up quite a bit, but I'm just a little baby.
It's okay. Just take it easy, baby. We have all week.
It's true. Thank God. Here's to not being a baby next week. Everyone who's still here, thanks. We'll see you next week.